animals. Do the most incredible things. Like this. And this. I bet you're wondering, how do they do that? We're revealing animals' biggest secrets. Like, why do lions laze about while lionesses do all the work? Why are hagfish the most disgusting animals on the planet? And how do dogs know when we need a hug? These wonders and more. How do animals do that? Hi, Ralph the Pug here. Lately, I've been having this recurring nightmare. My person is stuck in this tiny room and she's crying her eyes out. I can't even get in and comfort her with one of my special pug hugs. Hold on, Mom, I'm coming. Okay, so Ralph wasn't actually having a nightmare. He and his canine chums are being tested to see if they can recognize unhappiness in their owners. Okay, let's do it. First, a group of happy, humming dog owners sit behind a glass door. In come the dogs. Although the glass is separating them, the dogs seem pretty happy too. But see how that test compares with this one.
All right, you can start.
Okay, cue the sobs. Now release the hounds. Desperate to comfort their owner, this time the dogs burst through the door.
Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Hi, buddy.
And Ralph gets to administer his special pug hug. This test proves what every dog owner knows. Dogs not only know when we're feeling blue, they want to do something about it. So, how do dogs know when you're sad? This charming chap is Oakley.
Yeah, that's a good boy.
Oakley's a 5-year-old rescue. His best friend, dog trainer Amber Oliver, is on a mission to develop his amazing empathetic instincts.
Oakley is my best friend, but he's also my service dog. He has been trained to help people like me with social anxiety.
Amber is one of 15 million Americans who suffer from this severe condition. Often misread as extreme shyness, those with the disorder can suffer from panic attacks in public situations. But rather than hiding at home, Amber has started training dogs to help her and other sufferers.
I'm not worried about having an anxiety attack because I know that he's going to be there to break the cycle and take care of me. Their abilities to do these things is just astounding. It's really cool. Good job, bud.
For Amber, shopping in a crowded store is just the sort of thing that could trigger one of her attacks.
So whenever we enter a building, Oakley pays attention to where we entered from and tries to scope that out to make sure that he can take me out of the building if necessary.
Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, which they use in ways you wouldn't believe. For instance, as Oakley walks through the shop, he makes a kind of smell map. And if Amber starts to get anxious,
Oakley, can you take me outside?
He can sniff his way back out, the same way they came in.
Good boy, this way. Good job.
But a dog's nose is for more than just navigation. To read Amber's emotions, Oakley relies on his super sense.
Dogs have really amazing noses, and they can be taught to respond to chemical changes in your body. Sometimes a dog can respond to just smelling some sweat.
Before a panic attack kicks in, our hearts beat faster. Adrenaline pumps through our blood, and we sweat more. Incredibly, the chemicals in our sweat are slightly different, depending on whether we're happy, or sad, or stressed. Oakley knows when to help, because his super-sensitive nose, 10,000 times more sensitive than our own, can detect these minuscule changes in our odor. And the clever canine can detect other changes too.
Oakley has been trained to pay attention to labored breathing, for instance, as that's a really easy sign that I'm about to have a panic attack. So if I start having labored breathing, he jumps into action.
Let's see what happens when Amber simulates a panic attack. All she's going to do is breathe faster and think anxious thoughts. Oakley picks up on Amber's emotion.
Good boy.
And then his training kicks in.
So what Oakley is doing right now is called deep pressure therapy, and this is really helpful because he's pressing his weight down on my lap and on my chest, which is why his paw is up here. And this is really helpful to help calm me down and kind of ground me and help me pay attention to my breathing. Oh, okay. Very sweet.
A dog's amazing sense of smell and hearing allows them to read our emotions almost instantly. And what's truly incredible, and beyond the realm of mere science, is the fact that dogs like Oakley want to help us if they can. Dogs really are man and woman's best friend. In a lion's household, the share of chores doesn't look fair. While the lionesses go out and hunt, bringing home the bacon, or warthog, the blokes are seemingly good for nothing and lie around waiting for dinner to be served. So why do only lionesses hunt? Called the kings of the jungle, ironically, the lion never sets foot in dense rainforests. Their hunting ground is wide open savanna, where everything from zebras to elephants are on the menu. Out in Africa's savanna, the job of providing the equivalent of 15 T-bone steaks for each of the lions and the 20-cat pride falls squarely in the paws of the lionesses. Her hectic schedule involves licking the kids clean, schooling the teens, finding a waterhole, and on top of that, they have to spend 8 hours a day shopping for wildebeest and stuff. They do all that and still manage to look good on the prairie. The males, however, well, they haven't even got a ball game on the TV to keep them awake. It doesn't sound fair, but the lionesses are probably glad the males aren't around to slow things down. Females are smaller, more nimble, and better organized. They work together as a team, corralling their prey into deadly traps. And when it's time to pounce, their streamlined bodies accelerate to 50 miles an hour in just a few seconds. The lions are much heavier and, truth be told, a bit slow. And with a glorious mane that's easily spotted, well, this guy is pretty useless in a hunting party. So why do the lionesses put up with him? Well, the lazy lump has a very important role to play. Because while the lionesses hunt, he's keeping the family safe and fighting off intruders. In the savannah, circling the pride, are jealous males. These bachelors aren't happy because they have to hunt for themselves. Alone and unable to compete with the lioness's speed and agility, they are forced to use stealth, hiding in long grass, ambushing anything that gets too close. Ah, too slow this time, Mufasa. They would like nothing more than to get cozy with all these lovely lionesses. Their not-so-secret plan is to oust the alpha male, hook up with the pride, and make their own cute little cubs. If the male succeeds in taking over, something truly horrific follows. To stop the mums from wasting time nurturing cubs belonging to the previous incumbent, the new king of the block will kill the youngsters. Seems cruel, doesn't it? So, to protect the cubs from other jealous males, Dad has to use his bulk, claws, and teeth to fight them off. In fact, the reason the lionesses have latched onto this lazy guy is because he's big enough to protect their cubs from all the other horrible male lions out there. So although the mums are doing the lion's share, deep down they know he's doing an important job keeping their cubs safe. Mind you, a bit more housework would go a long way.